Good evening, everyone. My name is Gordon Corsetti. Welcome to my basement. Tonight I'm going to be going over how to string the top string on a new lacrosse stick. So first we're going to go ahead and get into it by going through the materials you're going to need to get this done. So first, you're going to need a new and unstrung lacrosse head. Second, you're going to need your favorite type of mesh. This is hard mesh, my favorite. And third, you're going to need the longest string in the stringing kit. All right, there are 4 strings in the stringing kit. 3 of them are short. 1 of them is very long. You want the really long one for the top string. So those are the materials you're going to need first off. Second, I'm going to show you guys how to do the one knot that's going to save your life through all of the stick stringing, and that's called the hitch knot. To make a hitch knot, very simple once you get it down. You're going to wrap around the string 1 time and 2 times. So you have a little half pretzel. You're going to line up those loops into a circle, and you wrap the main string right around it. So now you have a string that you can pull tightly yourself. That's going to be the hitch knot, and that's going to be the first knot that we tie on each part of the lacrosse stick. So that's what you need to do for the string. I'm going to show you just real quickly how to prep the mesh. When you show up with your mesh, it's all tight. So you want to go ahead and you want to pull that up as wide as you can. Nice. You want to break up all the glue, pull it nice and tight. Next, you want to find the smooth side versus the rough side. So this side is the rough side for me. That's going to be the outside of the stick, and the smooth side is going to be the inside part of your pocket. Next, for the top string, you want to count the side holes. You want to count 1 hole, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to fold the top hole, the first hole, all the way over the 5th hole. So we fold that all the way over. Again, smooth side facing forward, and the fold going towards the rough side. So now we have a little fold here of string. I'm going to show you why that's important once we wrap up with the stringing. So we have nice stretched mesh, we have the long string, we have our new stick. So now we're ready to string our lacrosse stick. I'm going to bring you guys close so we can show you this nice and easily. Now, I like to start from the left side and work my way over to the right side. I'm going to face my mesh to the outside part, and I'm going to get the long string. There's a couple different ways that you can start this off. I'm going to show you my favorite way, but you can experiment and find whichever works for you. You're going to take your string, you're going to string it through the furthest hole on the left side of your mesh, and you're going to put it through the very top hole on the side wall. Not the very top hole on the top hole on the side wall. So you're going to string that through. Now we have our string right there. Now we're going to do that same hitch knot that I showed you before. So give yourself, we have a lot of string, so use it, because we're going to make a hitch knot. We're going to take the string that we put through the shorter side, we're going to wrap 1, and we're going to wrap 2. All right. So now I have 2 wraps. I'm going to hold them nice and close together. I'm going to pull that string all the way around. All right, like this. All right. And I'll pull it right through those 2 holes until it's nice and tight. And get that good and tight there. Now, all I have to do is pull on the long string, and voila, everything is nice and tight. And now, no matter what I do, when I pull my string across the stick, the string is going to tighten itself for me. I don't have to worry about pulling it myself later on. So now, I have my top string. I have my hitch knot on the left side of the sidewall. Now, here's the tricky part. You don't want to do this too quickly. You want to look before you go ahead and string. You want to make sure that you can get the far right side of the mesh all the way over to the right side of the stick, but you want to do it in a balanced, smooth way. So you want to look and you want to line up the holes that you have here with the holes that you have on the top. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to find the best way for me to do it. And I like to line up my middle hole, usually the 5th hole, with the very center of the lacrosse stick. Now I do a different way of stringing the top mesh than most guys do. I think it's a better way because if the string breaks, you're not completely out of luck. I'm going to show you guys how this works. Alright, so got your top string. The first thing that you do is you go over, under, and come here. Over and under, and you pull through. So I pull it nice and tight there. Now, that time I went over the hole, under the string. This time I'm going to do it opposite with the second string. So watch here. This time, instead of going through the string, I'm going to come underneath, through the string first instead of the hole first on the second one. I'm going to come up through the hole instead of going over it. And I'm going to go underneath the string. And now you guys are going to notice, I'll bring this up here, is that you have a nice little over-under, that when I pull to the side, it tightens itself up again. So as I go across the stick, the string tightens itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that through the entire thing, finding the best places to keep the stick nice and even. Let's find this one. Go over, under, over the string, nice and tight. Pull out here so you guys can see me. Go under, through the hole, through the string, pull that good and tight. Find my next hole, 2, over, under, and again, under, over, good stuff, and that will do. Alright, now, I've got my strings nice and properly across, looking good. So now, I want to be able to pull my right string all the way through. So, you want to be able to make it flush all the way close to the sidewall. The easiest way to do that is like this. You're going to go through the string first, through the string. Alright? Then you're going to come through the hole, like so. Alright? So right now, pulling on the string doesn't do anything, because all it is just going right through. Now I'm going to go over the mesh and through the hole again. This is the tricky part. We will get it. There we go. So now I've made a loop. You can see here. I've made a loop of string that when I pull it again, it pulls the string nice and tight all the way over. So we have our nice tight string. Last thing to do, simple figure 8 knot. To do that figure 8, just loop it through one time, pull it nice and tight, right against the edge there. Once you've pulled it all the way as tight as you can, and that makes our top string. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how to make the sidewall and the butt end strings, as well as the shooting strings and the shooting V. So that's Gordon signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment below on any suggestions or any questions that you may have. Good night, guys.